That dark midnight became the silent witness to an event no one ever anticipated. Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, long known for his calm and orderly demeanor, was suddenly caught red-handed by Taehyung as he sneaked out alone. What could have passed quietly instead turned into an emotionally charged confrontation filled with tension. Taehyung, who found Jungkook in the dorm's dark hallway, immediately fixed him with a sharp yet worried gaze. "What are you doing at this hour?" His voice rose, but no answer came. Jungkook simply stood still, his hoodie covering most of his face, as if he wanted to disappear from the world. The silence that followed only made the atmosphere more oppressive. Taehyung stepped closer, staring at Jungkook, who still kept his head down, trying to read every movement of his friend's body. "Answer me, Jungkook. Why are you sneaking out alone? You know this could be very dangerous, don't you?" He pressed again, his tone sharper this time. But all he got was a small movement. Jungkook took a deep breath, then bit his lip hard until it turned white. At that moment, Taehyung realized something unusual. There was a subtle trembling in Jungkook's shoulders, and soon, a faint sob broke the night's stillness. Jungkook was crying. His tears didn't burst out loudly, but they were enough to leave Taehyung silent for a moment. The tears fell slowly, wetting his cheeks before dripping onto the cold floor. Taehyung tried to calm himself, yet his frustration was evident. He stepped closer, now only a few feet away, gazing at Jungkook with a voice that turned softer but still insistent. "If you don't want to talk to anyone else, at least tell me. I'm your friend. Why are you doing this? What's going on?" But Jungkook only shook his head slowly. His lips trembled violently, his fists clenched tightly, as if he was fighting an immense fear. I can't explain it," he whispered faintly, almost inaudibly. That answer, instead of easing the tension, only heightened it further. Taehyung took a deep breath, trying to control his emotions, which were a storm of anger, worry, and confusion. "Can't explain? Jungkook, you're driving me crazy tonight. You sneak out, come back with a face like this, and now you're saying you can't explain?" The dorm corridor felt increasingly suffocating. The clock on the wall showed 2:47 a.m., yet there was no sign that the two BTS members would resolve their tension anytime soon. Jungkook was still crying with his head down, while Taehyung stood in front of him, his reddening eyes betraying his frustration over not getting any answers. A brief recording from a staff member who accidentally witnessed the incident later spread on social media and instantly became the center of attention. In the video, it was clear how Taehyung tried several times to touch Jungkook's shoulder to calm him down, but Jungkook only sobbed harder. "Tell me, what are you hiding? I just want to know. Don't make me keep guessing," Taehyung said in a hoarse voice, almost like a whisper. Yet again, no answer came from Jungkook's lips. Speculations began pouring in from all sides. Some suspected Jungkook was under such immense emotional pressure that he sought an escape by going out alone at night. Others believed he was hiding something deeply personal, something too heavy to reveal even to his closest friend. But many worried about Jungkook's safety and mental health, seeing how he chose silence and tears over explaining what was really happening. Taehyung, usually warm and gentle, had now turned into a firm figure, though it stemmed from his deep care for Jungkook. He refused to give up even as Jungkook continued to shut himself off. "If you keep this up, I won't be able to rest easy. I can't let you bear this alone," he said firmly, staring straight at his still sobbing friend. Yet even after those words, Jungkook chose to remain silent. His tears kept flowing, as if there was a wound he could not share with anyone. That moment became an exceptionally rare portrait. Two friends, known for their cheerfulness, were now caught in an emotional midnight exchange. Fans who saw the recording felt a mix of worry and tenderness. They flooded social media with messages of support, hoping Jungkook would soon find peace and Taehyung would have the patience to keep standing by him. Until now, there is no clarity about the reason behind Jungkook's actions. Was he simply seeking fresh air at night? Or was there a heavy burden forcing him to slip out in search of some calm? Or was there something much bigger he had been hiding all along? These questions still hang unanswered, leaving the public in restless uncertainty. One thing is certain: that dramatic moment opened many people's eyes to another side of idol life. Behind grand stages and cheering fans, they are ordinary humans who can feel suffocated, fragile, and choose silence when the world demands them to stay strong. Jungkook's tears and Taehyung's emotional insistence are reminders that even the brightest stars need room to breathe, and sometimes, not all wounds can be explained in words. Now all eyes are on the two of them. Will Jungkook finally open up to Taehyung? Or will he keep holding on to the secret that made him cry in that quiet night? One thing is certain. This incident leaves behind a tension hard to forget, carving a mystery that keeps the public endlessly questioning to this day. The heart-shaking event now leaves two things: an unresolved mystery and a wave of opinions spinning in the public sphere. Jungkook's tears and Taehyung's emotional pleas, captured in short video, have sparked extraordinary resonance, as if the world paused for a moment to pay attention to what really happened behind BTS's closed dorm doors. Yet amid the flood of information swirling across platforms like TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and various online media, one big question cannot be ignored. Are we truly witnessing a real event? Or is all this a carefully crafted construction designed to create sensation? Imagine, a few seconds of video show Jungkook standing in a dark hallway, head bowed, hoodie covering most of his head, shoulders trembling with unstoppable sobs. Meanwhile, Taehyung, with eyes sharp yet laced with worry, keeps pressing him, his voice breaking yet firm. "Tell me what you're hiding," he says in a tone that pierces the night's silence. The scene feels deeply emotional, transferring the same anxiety to millions of eyes watching through their screens. But shouldn't we pause and ask, is there certainty that all this truly happened? Have the public become victims of an illusion created to ignite mass attention? Or is this an honest portrait of humans living under immense pressure, where every move is endlessly scrutinized? The source who first uploaded the video claimed to have obtained it from internal staff. However, the digital trail behind the upload is hard to verify. Can we trust that claim outright? Or is there a chance the material was edited, trimmed, and packaged to create a narrative tailored to sensationalism? Who stands to benefit if the public is split between empathy, worry, and curiosity? The public is now divided into two major camps. One side believes this moment is real evidence of psychological pressure idols experience. They see Jungkook's tears as a silent scream caught on camera, a signal that life behind the glitter isn't as beautiful as imagined. On the other hand, some doubt the authenticity of the event. They suspect everything seen is part of a carefully designed scenario to boost publicity ahead of a major project or comeback. If that's true, have we all become pawns in a bigger game blurring the line between fact and fiction? This question must be asked loudly. As consumers of information, do we still have the ability to distinguish between reality and media manipulation? Every second uploaded online now has the potential to become a tool for shaping perception. Who can guarantee that the tears we see on screen aren't part of a marketing strategy? Is Taehyung truly trying to protect his friend, or merely playing a role in a scenario designed to generate global empathy? We must remember, the modern entertainment industry runs on algorithms fueled by public attention. The more people talk, speculate, and debate, the greater the value created for those behind the scenes. If so, shouldn't we suspect that this event, however sincere it feels, might be nothing more than bait to ignite our curiosity? Yet behind all this doubt, we also cannot ignore the reality that idol life is indeed filled with pressure. Hacked schedules, unreasonable expectations, and loss of private space are a combination that slowly destroys a person from within. Would we call all that acting if, in the end, someone can no longer hold back their tears? Does our skepticism make us lose empathy for the human being behind the idol we admire? This is where the dilemma arises. If the event is real, we are witnessing Jungkook's emotional breakdown as he can no longer hide his distress. But if it's merely media construction, we must admit we've been deceived by a narrative carefully crafted to drain our emotions for certain interests. In such a situation, isn't it crucial for us all to pause and ask, how often do we accept information as it is without verifying its truth? The public must remember that not all information circulating on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, or other online media reflects the whole truth. There's a wide gap between what's captured on camera and the actual reality on site. Videos can be cropped, audio edited, even facial expressions taken from different moments to create a dramatic impression that evokes sympathy. Are we sure the circulating footage hasn't undergone similar treatment? Every reader must be urged to think critically. Who first spread this video? What are their interests? Why did this video appear just as the group was rumored to be preparing for a major project? And is it possible this is part of a strategy to keep their names at the top of public discourse? On the other hand, we must also reflect. If this news turns out to be true, and Jungkook is crying because of the immense pressure he's been holding in, aren't we as the public also part of that pressure? Are our demands as fans to always have idols present, smiling, and perfect, pushing them to the edge? These questions should make all of us pause to reflect on our role in today's information ecosystem. Do we want to remain passive consumers who swallow every news item whole? Or is it time we become smarter viewers, able to sort out which information is trustworthy and which deserves skepticism? Now we must choose. Believe the narrative that moves us, or remain skeptical toward every form of drama suddenly appearing in the dead of night. But whatever our choice, one thing must be held firmly. Verification is key. Without it, we will always stand on the edge between reality and fabrication, never truly knowing the real truth. Are you, as a reader, truly convinced this event is real? Or do you sense something odd in the storyline spreading online? Are we witnessing the tears of a fragile idol? Or are we merely being manipulated by an industry that skillfully plays with public emotion? We invite you not to stop at sympathy alone. Reflect again on everything you see, hear, and read. Question, investigate, and don't let yourself become a victim of sensation. In a world full of media manipulation, critical thinking is no longer just an option. It's an obligation for anyone seeking to understand the truth.